20 million Vietnam dong,
20 million
then I
Vietnam
must
dong.
do it by bank transfer, not by cash.
Yeah, because if you pay by cash, it's no illegal in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's important to know.
Hi, welcome to the Voice of Vietnam Manufacturing Interview Series. My name is Chris. I'm a sourcing expert that's been living in Vietnam for the last 10 years. Today, allow me to introduce you to...
If the amount of money is less than 200,000, you don't need invoice, correct?
Not correct for the company. Just is correct for the personal. Because if you add the personal and the money is less than 200,000 Vietnam dong, so you think it's no need invoice for me. But for I am the company, so in the end of the day, I must issue the invoice later.
For everything?
Yes, correct.
Wow.
So if you are the company, you need to get the invoice for any transaction to sell your benefits.
So you have, when it comes time to pay for the transaction, you can either pay by cash or you can pay by bank transfer.
Yeah.
What is the law about bank transfers?
The company must pay by the bank if the transaction with amount from 20 million Vietnam dong
or more.
Yeah.
So
more.
if I'm buying or selling something that's cost more than 20,000
Vietnam dong.
million, no, sorry, 20 million Vietnam dong,
20 million
then I
Vietnam
must
dong.
do it by bank transfer, not by cash.
Yeah, because if you pay by cash, it's no illegal in Vietnam.
Yeah, that's important to know. Well, okay, so in theory, every time you issue red invoice, there should be a contract. But that's not practical. Because if you're just buying, like, let's say I buy a stamp, you know, I go, or whatever, I buy anything. Let's say I buy something and it costs 10 million Vietnam dong, so about $480. I will get the red invoice, but I do not have a formal contract, right? So where do you draw the line? When do you have to have a contract, and when do you not have to contract?
At the law, normally at the law, it's all transaction must by the contract.
Right.
But you can understand you and me at the just agreement by the email. This is one contract. So I mean, you not it's a contract just signed by the both party, but I send you email. Oh, Andre, I want to do the same. Oh, I agree. The fee is this. That is the same. The contract. Yeah. So depend on normally I give the client the advice that to do all the contract for all the transaction of the company. However, depend on if the transaction is very small, you know we need to pay time more for the contract, so no need the contract is on.
Thuy, let's talk about hiring employees. What information do I need to know about hiring somebody in Vietnam?
If you sign the labor contract with the employee, you need to understand at the law, the company will pay how many percent for the insurance to the employee, and the employee will pay how many percent. Example, for the union, so the company will pay 2% of the salary. For the social insurance, insurance, the company will pay is 17.5%. And for the medical insurance, the company will pay is 3%. And for the unemployed, the company will pay 1%.
So unemployment is 1%.
So total is 23.5%.
23.5%.
And then the company will deduct from the employee for the insurance. Social insurance is 8%. The medical insurance is 1.5%. And the unemployed is 1%.
Okay, very good. And
however, some the company in Vietnam, you know, they want to encourage to the employee. So in the labor contract, they will put all insurance depend on the company. So it means that the salary is a net salary.
Do you have questions about producing in Vietnam? Join one of my live webinars every Wednesday, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, that include a 20-minute question and answer session. Links are in the description below.
I am employee. I don't care about how much the company pay to the government for insurance. I just to care how much every month I got from the company that is on. Yeah. So it depends on agreement, the labor contract between the company and the employee.
And when do I need to have the labor contract? Do I have to have the labor contract from the very beginning?
You have 2 months to sign the probation contract. And after probation contract, if you think the people is okay, you can sign the official labor contract.
So do I have to have a probation contract, or is that just a probation period where I hire them on a handshake, no contract, but after 2 months, then we have to sign a contract?
Normally can. But because if you sign the probation contract, this is very clear around the right, the obligation of you and the employee. So normally I give the advice to clients to sign this.
Okay, so the best thing to do is to have a probation contract for 2 months, and then have the official labor contract after 2 months. So does that mean that during the probation time, I don't need to pay the insurance?
Of course.
Okay, so you only have to pay insurance after 2 months.
Because this the time you cannot confirm you sign the labor contract or not.
All right, makes sense.
Thanks for listening. Is your business struggling due to delays out of China or quality control issues in India? When is a good time to get on-the-ground advice or a factory introduction from an expert in Vietnam? Schedule a one-on-one chat with me, or let's meet for coffee in Ho Chi Minh City. And remember, thoughts are things, and where there's a will, there's a way.